girls. Come on then. Jess, Tiggy, come on. Come on. Come on then, good girls. Come on. Come on. Good girls. Come on, Jess. Tiggy. Come on then. Come on. Hi guys, how you doing? So here we are, back on Andy's BCA channel, and here we are today on the allotment at Morecambe. Yeah, so what I normally say is 4 seasons in one day. However, there's only one. And the one season is, it's freezing, as you can tell by my van life competitions hat and my Revolution race jacket. They're the only things that are keeping me warm at the moment. But don't you be lazy, put your phone down, because there's still work to do on the allotment, and you know this, yeah? So we'll talk about that in a minute. So we'll talk about the channel, yeah? And I'll give you a little intake of what we've been doing and that on the allotment today. Yeah, it's a bit grey, as you can see at the moment, and it is a cold day and there's no getting away from it. However, so some of the things that's happening coming up on Andy's BCA channel. So what's coming up? So what we have is on the 1st of December, remember this big European trip that I got France, I got to Germany, I got to Austria, I got to Switzerland, and then I got to the start of the Pyrenees. So that's the camping side of the channel. And the good thing about my channel is you've got 2 options. Many videos, I think we're up to about 35 videos at the moment. So half of them are camper van and half of them are allotment. So I thought I'd just, other people can turn around and they can say, oh, I don't know why you just don't do one channel for one and one channel for another. It's a lot of faffing about really, and I'm not kind of that type of guy really. It's just an easygoing channel coming on, you know, providing good information, and for everybody to jump on board. And you've got the choice, one channel, yeah, and then you can just come on and you can go, oh look, there's some camper van stuff there, I think I'll have a look at the camper van stuff. Oh look, there he's on his allotment, because you can see when I'm on my allotment, or you can see the camper van, so there's plenty to choose from there anyway. Yeah, so yeah, coming up on the channel, like I said to you before, 1st of December, yeah, so get yourself on it. Yeah, every Friday, you know, when my videos are coming out, every Friday, no matter what, if I can chuck a few extra videos in there for the allotment, that's what I've been doing. Because anybody that follows me, you already know that, Andy, you've already done the European trip, like in September. Right, yeah, I know, but the problem there was, it's taken me this long to edit everything. So you're talking 3 weeks of videos of me driving around all these towns and cities, looking at all these tourist venues and everything like that. It's taken me ages to do all the editing and make sure it's right for you guys, but keeping it simple. I'm not like some other channels where they get big on their editing. That's up to them, you know, there's no problem with that at all whatsoever. Plain simplicity. What you see is what you get at the end of the day. You're going to see, right, from the 1st of December, yeah? So hook into this channel, come back every Friday and write some comments and things about in Europe and that. So I have gone to like the usual places where quite a lot of other YouTubers have gone. Yes, I've used their information, and I'll tell you why I've used their ideas, is because I've never been to Europe before. I've never ever been in a camper van to Europe, and I had a friend help me because obviously I could only do like 45 minutes filming in the mornings, and then I had to rest for quite a lot of the day because I suffer with my mobility and my stuff like that. Long story, don't really want to get into it. It's just something I have to put up with. So yeah, I did, and I used a different, but I'm going to the nice places, and they are great places that you'll see from the videos coming out from the 1st of December every Friday. So yeah, like I say, please, when you start seeing it, if you like seeing what you're seeing here on my channel, yeah, if you like what you see, please share, please tell your family, your friends and everything like that, because I'll be very grateful for that. And it's just something that I'm interested in. I'm interested in allotments, and I'm interested in camper vans, and that's basically it. Yeah. I'm just laughing at the dogs wandering about, like trying to keep warm. Either that or they're doing something else, which I'll find out when we do a walk around in a minute anyway. Yeah, so that's talking about what's coming up on the channel over the Christmas period. Also after that, but what I'll do is I'll remind you when we get closer to the time. I think it's January and February. I'm going to look down to getting back in the camper van and also doing the Suffolk and the Norfolk coast. I'm probably going to start off Ipswich way and then do what's called Jimmy's Farm, because I like that guy and I like the farm, and the animals and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way up the coast, all the way along the coastline to the Suffolk and the Norfolk coast. I'll probably finish off at King's Lynn. So I think I'll go through Aldborough, have a look at Saxmundham, Carlton Village area, and then do the seaside areas like Great Yarmouth and Cromer, Lowestoft, Hunstanton even. Hunstanton's a great one to do. I wanted to go back and look at that because I used to live down that area. My mum and I used to go with my sister at weekends to Hunstanton, and I think that's great memories I have of when I was a child. However, we all love to relive our memories, don't we? So, and I also want to see the family as well, yeah, down south. So that's what's happening so far. So then, what have I been up to? So we'll have a walk round in a minute, but I've been working on the bird feeders. We'll talk about that, and then we were going to walk round, and I was going to, oh yeah, there's a couple of things I need to chat to you about a couple of changes and a bit of help. I've had a bit of help on the allotment, so I'll show you them in a minute. So what I wanted to do was, so what I did was, I like this pull down for this hangover for the bird feeders. It's good for these, but I don't really put the bird feeders on it anymore. I'll put a plate of feed in it. Let's have a look. So if you look at these cones and that, you can see there it's crammed with fat and bird seed. Yeah. So there's still some left in that one, if you look at that one, but that's a new one. And I've also put together some bird feed in this dish. So what I'll do is I'll put this back up. So one of the reasons is why I don't put the bird feeders back on the swinger is because basically that's what happens, they swing. And it gets quite windy around here in Morecambe. So while the bird feeders are swinging, they're chucking the food out. You know, you've got to imagine these. The holes at the bottom and everything, and whilst they're swinging, they're just swinging the food out of them. So that's a bit of a tip for you, something for you to think about if you're putting bird feeders out too. So I'll just start putting these out. What I don't want to do is put them too close together. Yeah. I mean, look at this. This is a cracking big one, this one. I always remember this when I went to see Jordan and Nicole and the grandkids. We went to a shopping centre in Fleetwood, basically a garden centre. And I looked at that and I went, that's not bad, that, £6. It's a big one. It's not like a half-size one. It's a massive one. So, there goes Harry Potter on the Hogwarts Express, doing some magic spell or doing something somewhere. Maybe he can work some magic spells on my allotment. Not a lot you can do this time of year. Anyway, getting back to the bird feeds, Andy. So yeah, so this nice full one, about £6. Can't grumble for that, can you? So we'll stick this up here. That's a big tall one, so we'll just shove that up there like that. Plus that branch is going to stop it from swinging, so that'll do nicely. Some of these, here's another tall one. That's a tall fat ball one. I've got 6 fat balls in that. It's not bad, is it? So the fat balls aren't so bad. So if they do, so this one, I'll put this one up here like this, right? So even if it does swing, the fat balls aren't there, yeah? Doesn't make much difference. So really the fat balls, I suppose, can go high and swinging. I'll have no innuendos, please, yeah? No swingers here, by the way. Take note, you van life community people as well, yeah? There is no swinging and no innuendos. Here we go. Let's look for another nice one to put up. I reckon that'll go there nicely. Yep, that fits there nicely like that. Here's another one that's full up. Actually, what I did was, what I haven't shown you before I come out, when you use these for over a period of time, they do get a bit of water in the bottom there, and some of the seeds do get stuck. So what you have to do is, you have to make sure it's empty and give it a good banging. No, let's not go there, yeah? You need to bang the tube clean, yeah? God, you people, I can't believe it. It just needs a good banging. That's it. That's up. I think we'll drop that subject. Oh look, that's a nice one. You can go there, can't it? If we'll put it there, they can maybe sit on that twig and eat from there. Yeah. Let's make it easy for them. Yeah, so this is a nice one. I know it looks nice and it's got a make on the side of it. I won't show you that for advertising details, but I'm sure you can work out who it is. It's nice, but just be aware when you've got bottom trays like this, yeah, so instead of having holes in the side where the birds can come in and just take the feed from the tube, this one's got trays in it. I don't think the trays are very good. Reason being, they collect the water, yeah, and the seeds can get stuck, and it can cause clogging up in here. So they might look good, but anyway, we're starting to look all right up here now. Getting some more feeders up. One or two birdies now starting to show up actually. Oh look, that'll look nice there, hanging off that one. So yeah. So you know how it is, guys. You know how the birds, they also like a good set of nuts. No, I didn't mean... Birds like nuts. Flying birds like nuts. How can I word it? Birds like nuts. Peanuts. Birds like peanuts. Yeah, good for the birdies. Yeah, so... full of protein as well. A good type of feed this type of year, this time of the year. Just don't say anything else, Andy. Just don't mention birds. And whatever you do, don't mention nuts. Right, okay? Right, we'll do that. Right, where are we going to stick this one? I reckon if I put it the other side. Oh my God. Ah, there we are. That'll do. What do you reckon, Jess? Do you like them? And you stop being a bully, yeah? And when you see the... Well, when it's nice weather, you wait till they all get round there, don't you? And then you come and scare them and start barking. So, that's one of Jess's little tricks, actually, to be honest. Jess will wait till she can hear all the birds tweeting and everything. I'll be working away in the shed doing something. And all of a sudden she'll come running around the corner, barking, scaring them all. So, yeah. So that's where we are. So, I'll show you around in a minute. And that's brilliant. Alright then guys, so we're back on with the bird feeders. I just want to show you what we've done together. So there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a bit of bread in. 6, 7 fat balls and 8. So we've got 8. I think that's more than enough, isn't it? What do you reckon, Jess and Tiggy? Do you reckon that's good for the birdies? Hey? No? Don't worry, we'll be going home in a minute. Yeah, so we've got the bird feeder and that up there as well. With some feeding. The dish as well. So then, so what's happening on Andy's allotment lately? So, well... we've had a lot of rain in Morecambe, to be honest, so it's been a bonus for the IBCs, but not really for people. But there you are, so that IBCs are full. As we walk round here, we can see that these IBCs are full as well. And all the blue barrels are full as well. That's how much rainwater we've had. I mean, I'm having some building work done at the moment at home, and he's managed 2 days in a week or something like that. So that's not very full, that one. So we've got room for that one, so we shall make room in the gutter. There we go. I mean, you've seen most weeks I've come down here and I've emptied the gutter, and we're in that time of year, autumn, meeting winter, yeah, and all the leaves are dropping. So we'll just get this out the way first. I should really have gloves on. Just taking a gamble. I want to clear it because that blue barrel that you last just looked at is actually only, what, quarter? Not even a quarter in it. But yeah, this one down here, this one here is full, yeah? But this one down here, let's have a look. Well, it's near enough empty, so we'll just have a look here. I have to do that. I'll do that later. Pipes come off the end and everything. So Anyway, I'll come back to that. Dogs are looking at me like right weird. It's only the pipe that's come out, girls. It's easy to do. Yeah, so looking round at these barrels here as well. Look, full to the brim. So we have had a lot of rainwater. I mean, look at that. That's full up already. If you remember, I already cleared the glass. I cleared the gutters and everything because we had a broken piece of glass up there, didn't we? So let's just have a look. I really want to be careful with that. Oh yeah. So, not the nicest of jobs, however, needs doing. Look, even somewhat as little as that. You've got to clear these leaves. And what I've been doing is I've been collecting some of the leaves and putting them on the compost on the one at the end. So, again, I'll just clear these out of here. To be honest, these barrels here, they just fill up on their own leisure kind of thing. So they are all plugged into each other. So there is more room in there to go into these blue barrels, to be honest. But yeah, so there's room in these barrels here. So I've cleared that gutter in again, because you need to do it this time of year. And it's just there. Yep. So another job done. All I've got to do is come back and I'll clean this out anyway, this one, because well, I know you've seen the barrels full anyway, but just a bit of admin on the allotment here. Now my fingers are freezing because these are full of water and it's probably 0 degrees. So I always leave a bit in the end here, if you remember. Always leave an end in there so the water can gather, because I haven't got anything going to down here in a barrel. So the water gathers up here and then goes all the way back along there and back into that blue barrel, well, the white barrel. As you can see that it's full. I wonder if I've got a spare lid or something that can go on there, or a bit of something. Let's have a look. Yay or nay? Oh, have a look. Not really helping, is it? That'll do for now, but whether it'll stay there or not, need to put something long flat. Have we got an answer? Go on, Andy, you can do it. Try the one. There we go. Put that on there, don't we, Jess? Yeah? And then just stick a lightish brick on it. On there, as you can see, I've probably done it before. So there you go, just something quite simple that'll stop any more leaves getting into it. So what's going on in the greenhouses, Andy? So then, look at this. So don't forget, we've had 2 frosts already, and we've still got basket of fire or prairie fire. Yeah, we've still got these going on, and plenty of chilies on these. Yeah, this one's looking a bit drowsy. That's because we've had 2 frosts. All it takes is 2 frosts. So also, don't forget, on our last episode of Andysbca channel, if you remember, we walked round some of the perennials and we split them up, and the cali lilies as well, but we'll talk about that in a minute on the walk round. So these are the perennials round the back here. These are the perennials that I split. So hopefully we'll get something out of them next year. Even if I only get half of them, yeah? That's what, 5 more perennial plants out of the 10 that we've got, yeah? And do you know what these are? You take a good look at them. So these are gooseberry cuttings, yeah? I like gooseberries, so we're having a gamble there. So we've got 4 gooseberry cuttings there. So we'll see if anything comes out of them. Given this time of year, a couple of things that are good to plant out in November time or December is your garlic. So I put these out like, what, 5 days ago. So let's have a look. Let's see if anything's happening with the garlic. I'm hoping that they've shooted, kind of thing. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I won't get too close because the camera doesn't like it. Look at that. Look at the shoots off that. Well, that's not bad. We're gonna have to replant them in a minute. Get them into the ground somewhere. So yeah, so there's a few carrot chilies left here, yeah, Joe's longs and carrot chilies that are left, yeah, and I've got 2 hard little buggers here, harder than Tyson, and Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, must be harder. Who do these 2 think they are? Tomato plants sprouting up in November, yeah. What's going on there? Well, unfortunately, guys, I don't think they'll make it anyway. So, yeah. So, a few chilies that are left. Not bad, is it? A few split perennial plants and 2 security guards down here. Are you guarding the allotment, girls? That's what I like to see. Good girls. Or you come down for some chilies. So, yeah. So, when you took about what's to do this time of year, there's another job you could do. Sort your pots out. Yeah? Sort your pots and your soil out. Rejuvenate your soil. Don't forget, dig over your compost heap. Yeah? Here's another. Is that another perennial that I've split? Yeah? That's another one there. So, and then sort your pots out in your greenhouse. Yeah? So, that's, you know, I just had to turn the camera around, but yeah, but we're not doing too bad. I'll tell you what surprised me. I thought, to be honest, I have tried growing garlic a couple of times, and whether it's been the soil, the pH content, or the soil was too acidity, or whatever, it was just the wrong type of soil. I don't know, but I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna make an effort and see if we can get anywhere. But they definitely want repotting again in the place where we're going to put them. Where is that going to be? Yeah, I don't know. I need to pick a place. Or do I just put them in pots or something? You could tell me if you'd write a comment, you know. So you could let me know. What's interesting as well, I'll tell you something else that's interesting. You can tell, so looking at a leaf and that, so if I take this leaf off, you can see, like, I don't know if you'll see that, it's like little white fly. You can see how the health of your plants are and how you got on in the growing season. But yeah, they got a bit of white fly. Yeah, I did use some spray, but the spray worked. And I got chilies and I got everything. Not everybody's keen on sprays and stuff like that, but so here's the second greenhouse. So again, oh yeah, so this is a couple of gambles that I'm having. So in these pots here, this 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I've actually left dahlias in there. I've left Yeah, they're dahlias. Yeah, definitely dahlias. I've left dahlias in there basically just because they're high up and they're in a greenhouse. I'm just seeing that we've got chance whether we'll find out next year, won't we? So we'll find out if they come through again. Then I know that I don't have to dig every dahlia up, which is a nuisance. And the last time that I dug dahlias up and I tried storing them, I think I did it all wrong. I think I stored them in a. You need like a low temperature, stable temperature, nothing that fluctuates when you're storing dahlias. Like in a, I don't know, maybe even like 5-6 degrees or something in a room where it stays at that temperature. Doesn't fluctuate and is like a good storing temperature. That's a wild guess that me, by the way, saying 5-6 degrees. I don't know what the actual reading would be, but I'm just taking a guess at 5 or 6 degrees. So at the back here, if you remember, I sent off for some fuchsias, but I wanted different ones. Everybody always gets the red fuchsias, don't they? So I got some white ones and I got some pink ones. So this is where, as far as I got the fuchsias this year, because they were only plug fuchsias. Yeah, they got sent to me in plug formation. So I took them out. So we've got, you know, we ain't done too bad. They're all right. They've tubbed up to that now. So next year, I need to put them somewhere because they're going to be big next year. We've got a few chilies in that here. But the leaves are curling there. You can see that the leaves are curling on the plant. And the frost is probably getting to them and that. So I'm going to turn the camera around again because we've got 2 more security guards here. Are we winning? Are we ready to do the walk round on the allotment for our people? Yeah? Yeah, so again, if you're struggling for something to do, rejuvenate the soil in your pots. Yeah? Get all your pots ready for next year. These are the Kimberley tomato pots. And some of these big ones at the front, I'll use them for chilies or something. Again, these are all my tomato pots here at the back as well. So, come on Tiggers, go on Jess. Let's go and have a walk round, show these guys what's been going on. Storage of dahlias, yeah, so that's what's been happening with the tubs. There's nothing in the tubs at all. They've all been cleaned out, dahlias have been took out. So we've been going through, trying an experiment this year, as I've talked about before, for the storage of dahlias. So I've gone and bought some clean plastic tubs, and I've basically bought some sawdust, and I've laid layers of sawdust. I mean, the dahlias have been power washed, cleaned off, no seal on them whatsoever. They were dried out for 3 days and then they were laid and stored away in the containers. And that's where we are with them. So if anything, we've stored them in a neutral area where it's about 5 or 6 degrees. The temperature won't fluctuate. Yeah, so they're all in containers and that's where they are. So just a little experiment as well. So these, I have got 3. So look at the blue tubs. I didn't really want to take them out or mess about with them, these blue tubs, because these are the dahlias that I managed to get off my dad. My dad's passed away and they've lasted like 3 years now. So if they come, you know, they don't last forever. I know that, I understand that, I do get it, but you know, I'm just going to leave them there, and each year if they keep coming up, that's brilliant. So looking round here, guys, I tell you, it's boggy. There's been a lot of rain come down, so I don't really want to do too much of a walk round, to be honest. But as you can see, the deterioration now. The frost has been twice, so that's what we're getting to. Yeah, they were only begonias. But look at the plants surrounding. Can you remember at this point of the allotment what these were? So these were calla lilies, yeah, and these are the ones that I spread and I split. And this is another experiment. I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. but please somebody help me in the comments. I'm looking for some help and advice. I do not know everything, yeah. So if I say that I'm trial and error, that means I haven't got a clue, or I'm not really too sure. So I really would like some comments or advice. So all I've done is split these calla lilies. So are they going to die? Are they going to come back? I won't know till next year. I ain't got a clue. So, and the calla lilies, so I had that many of them, right? Don't forget, I only had 2 calla lily plants, or 3. I only had 3 on each side. You go through previous videos, you'll only see 1 there, 2 there, and 3 there. 3 on each side. That's all I had. And now look at these, because I split them all down and separated them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 on one side and 6 on another. And I've also got all these down here in pots. And that's the calla lilies. There, look, all the way along. Pots on the end. Yeah. Even another 6 here. Yeah. And they're the calla lilies. So I'm going to have to walk round now, even though it's boggy. So then, any of you clever people out there can recognise anything. When I said to you before that I got some help off my mate, what do you see different in this picture from previous videos? Well, I used to have 2 trees here, didn't I? And got some good advice off the lawn ranger from Morecambe, Chris Dixon. He's very knowledgeable, and he does a lot of landscaping now. And he came past one day, as I said in previous videos, and he said, them 2 trees, the apple and pear tree, Andy, together are not going to produce anything. I thought I'll give it a couple of years, and you know what, the guy was right. He was absolutely right. So I've asked my other friend, Bill. He came along, he took this tree out for me, and he's placed it over here. He had separated the trees, and I'm just watching my footing. So this is where the pear tree is. And I've got a couple of them bulbs down there that I need to get shut off. Put them in a pot or something. They're calla lilies. They're calla lilies as well. So I need to get them put somewhere. So yeah, the pear tree here. Yeah, so we've got discoloration in the leaves. So I've got one side that are a bit brown and the other side that are nice and green. The wood seems okay, and it's been stamped in some hard soil. So he told me that he put a layer down, stamped it down with his feet, and then kept putting layers on, and then putting it back in. So it's in solidly in that container. But I couldn't put it down here because I've got a nice champagne rhubarb that grows down there. So it's in there for now. We'll have to stop there. And these plants at the back here, these are the gooseberry plants. So yeah. So the trees, the good news is the trees are separated now. So next year will be another trial and error. So we'll find out next year if we actually get any flowering off this pink lady apple tree, that pink lady. And yeah, and that, or it's vice versa. To be honest, that could be the pink lady apple tree, and that could be the pear tree. I don't really know, to be honest, because I've never had anything off them. But I know what they are, because when I used to work at O'Reilly's, I used to take apples and pears, and I took the seeds out of them, and that's what I've grown out of it. There was actually 4 trees each, but these are just the surviving ones. And that's 5 years, at least 5 years of growth there. So it's fingers crossed for next year, to be honest, see if we get anything from them. And these are more cuttings here. I just stabbed them in there. That's the pear tree, them, or the apple tree, don't know. It's one or the other anyway. And then when you come round here, when I learnt that people were taking cuttings this time of year, I did the same there. So I've took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 12 there. 12 different cuttings of, and that's either, well, it looks like apple tree, that, to be honest, yeah. And there's one of a rose plant that I've just left there year after year in my compost heap. Look at that, yeah, a rose plant. I like mini roses, me, to be honest. I think the dogs are bored and they want to go home in the warmth. Give me 5 minutes and I'll get you warm, don't worry. Yeah, I really do like mini roses. So, and I can see me this year, this is my plan for next year, right? Have some nice mini roses down here. And I know that Claudia's mum liked daffodils, is it? Yeah, daffodils. So what I'm thinking of doing is having a few pots on here and some nice daffodils. They only come on early in the season, don't they? They only come on like April, something like that. March, April, if I remember rightly. And that's when they first bulb up. So hopefully I'll do something nice there. And here, I do like this. Claudia made this up for me because she's good at DIY and stuff like that. But guess what I'm doing on here next year is going to be sunflower heaven. Now then, I'll just turn the camera around. Sunflower heaven. I tell you, I've only done it once on here and a couple of others started to do it as well. Nothing wrong with that at all. I haven't got a problem with that because the more I grow flowers and that on here, I've seen other plots like start growing flowers because they're generally, things have changed for me in my life because I needed to have an easy plot because of the problems I was having with my mobility. That's why you see a lot of plastic down and everything like that. And I had to come up with different ideas, something where because it's strenuous work that was, you know, causes fatigue and pain and that in my skeletal and my muscle system and that because I've got damage to my spine. However, so the whole allotment game, which I love to do, which I refuse to give in, and which you should do as well. You got problems yourself out there, don't give in. Like I said to you on previous videos and that, even if it's only half an hour, I'll never forget my best man, Keith, when he said to me, when we were sharing an allotment 25 years ago, however long ago it was, right, when he said to me, he said, even if you only do half an hour, Andy, half an hour is better than nothing. And that's the way I look at life and I look at things now. Weather down here today is not very nice. Yes, it's cold. I've got up to about 40 minutes now of filming and I'm going to go. But I've told you, I've given you an update. So that's a plan for next year. I've only done it once before and I managed to get 75 sunflowers. Always remember I told you this, so we'll look forward to this next year. 75 sunflowers is the record that I've got on this plot at any one time. So I reckon I can get at least 10 in each box on there. So that's 40 alone, just there on that area there. So yeah, that's interesting. So just to recap then. So we'll do a quick recap. So we know that it's one season in one day, it's cold, yeah, but there is still things to do, guys, yeah, whether it's half an hour, 40 minutes or whatever. Oh, I've got birds feeding down there on the feeders already, I can see them. Problem is when you get close to them, they all fly off, obviously. I was thinking of getting a 5G camera and just putting it on the side of the shed, so and get some filming of the birds feeding. So it's lovely, just I sit and watch it all day long. There's a bird on the peanuts. Notice I said peanuts. No innuendos here. So that's, I'm just trying to recap in my head what I was going on about. Yes, the sunflowers and all that lot. And things that we've been speaking about. It's bad weather this time of year. Yeah, that's right. I'm back to it now. Yeah. There's always something to do. Whether it's preparation, yeah. All your preparation and everything you can do with your soil, with your plants, with your greenhouses and anything like that, yeah, will give you a good head start before we come into next year's growing season. So, and a lot of people do germinate. I mean, we're coming up to Christmas. And a lot of us growers out there, don't forget I've been collecting loads of seeds this last 6 to 8 weeks, this last 2 months, collecting different chili seeds, plant seeds, flower seeds. Sorry, clear my throat. And also I've been splitting perennial plants as well, haven't I? So reproduction, that's another thing to think about, reproduction. And I do collect my own seeds because it's something nice to do, that at least I know that next year when I'm growing like different sources of chili plants especially, I'll be growing my Kimberley tomatoes again, and next year with the chili plants they'll all be my own seeds, even the Kimberley tomatoes. I've got a big bag full of seeds from them as well. So yeah, so that's a bit of a recap about this time of year, some of the work that you can be doing on your allotment itself. But also don't forget that when we first hit off on this video this week, I spoke about the 1st of December and every Friday after that. You should know by now it's every Friday 9 o'clock that my videos come out. Yeah, I'll just stand here, see if you can see any birds eating food and that while I'm stood here. So yeah, so you know yourself now that every Friday 9 o'clock there's a video out from Andysbca. And 1st of December it's the big European trip, and then January and February I'm going to do the Norfolk and Suffolk course. So that's a lot of camper van stuff that's coming up, and the reason I'm doing that because and I'll still try and do the odd video here and there of allotment and some of the things that I'm doing over that period, this time of year, just to keep us all moving, keep us all active, keep us all doing something positive in the head, and on top of the allotments and everything. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just keeping talking, see if you can see any birds feeding in the background. Yeah, so like I said at the beginning of the video, yeah, please, if you like, there's people that come on the channel because we get all the readings and everything. I forget what they call it. We get all the readings and the people that are coming on the channel, on the YouTube statistics. That's what it is, the statistics. And they tell us that a lot of people come on the channel but they don't subscribe, or they come on the channel and they watch for half of it or 3/4 of it or full video, but they still don't subscribe even though they liked it, and they stay tuned and that. So what you're doing is you're just helping me by subscribing, getting me out there, getting me known, and sharing information, which is what I said on day 1, week 1 on my awful don't watch my first 3 videos. Hello, I'm Andy, this is my allotment. So yeah, it's a bit like that, because I had to learn about filming, and I've had to learn from, wait till you get to European trip. Now that's an eye-opener. I've had to learn all about that as well, all the laws, the regulations about, you can't just jump in it's not like 1980s where you can jump in a van and just go to Europe. Woo, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it's not like that. So everything I've done since I've been filming, I've had to learn that. I've had to learn everything. So we're in it together anyway. So thanks for listening. That's the end for this week. So yeah, there'll be more, don't worry. But don't forget, 1st of December, like my channel, subscribe to it, tell your friends and family, and come and learn some stuff about Europe, yeah? Come on, guys.